So we're going to make ramen today, and you need a pot for ramen. This is my pot. I'm just going to fill it with some water, bring it to a boil, or just turn the fire on. I'm going to add some seasoning, just half. Some soy sauce. Sorry, the camera's so blurry. Some shiitake mushrooms. And then I'm going to start making the meat. This is just random meat from the refrigerator. It's carne asada. Now that the water's boiling, we're going to add the noodles. Just stirring it around, making sure it gets fully coated with the hot liquid so that way it can start cooking faster. Making sure everything is cooking correctly. Now I'm just going to add some olive oil just to add a little flavor. If you didn't know, olive oil does taste good. Like if you haven't tried it, you should try it on some of your salads and different recipes. Just look it up. Next, I'm just bringing out some oils like sesame seed oil. It's the yellow one, and it doesn't matter which oils. It depends on what time of ramen you want, but I chose to have kind of like an authentic oil, and I didn't have any fish oil, so I did not have that flavor, which is great. But next, I added in some sesame seeds onto the carne asada meat and just let it rest and cook for a bit. I am also afraid of oil popping, so that is why there is a lid on it. Still adding in more, so that way it gives it that look of just simple sesame seeds. That way when I put it on the noodles, it looks nice. It's kind of just like a dressing. It also adds a bit of flavor and crunchiness, some tartness too, but next we are going to be almost done, actually. Now we're just going to be adding in an egg, so I'm cracking it. Sometimes I spin it just to get it airy. Bloop. I know, I'm sorry, not really. But I add that in because my stepmom taught me to add it in, and she is one of my favorite chefs. She is actually what inspires me to cook most of the time, because she teaches me how to cook a lot of things. So just stirring it around to get that flavor, and not even flavor, it's fun to stir around like a soup, you know. No, you guys maybe not, don't know. So now I'm just poking at everything, checking on how it's cooking, making sure it looks good. Now here comes the serving part. You really want to make sure that you have everything ready, like your chopsticks, so that way you can just get right to eating. I pour my noodles in first. My egg was on top, but it's gonna get covered in a minute, so you guys won't see that. But just making sure every last bit of that flavor, texture, everything gets in my bowl. And now I'm gonna get some like hand thingies for the cast iron pot, because as a cook I am still afraid of heat and like burning myself, so I always use that. You'll see right here in a second. I was looking for the other one. Okay, so now I've got the pot. I'm just gonna let it pour in. I should have zoomed in on this part, but I really think that you'll see how good it is in just a second. Now, look at my creation. It looks really good and tasty, and I'm gonna eat it.